Hi, Fiona here, and this is the Savvy Mastermind weekly update. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was the discussions that are going around about whether or not PR web is still an effective method of driving traffic to your website and also building links. Now, late last year there was a press release that went out which was considered to be spam, and the search engines did not look at it very favourably. Now, as a result, people were concerned that this might affect whether or not PR web can continue to be used as part of your online marketing strategy. Now, I have been looking into this and paying a lot of attention to it, and whilst I don't think you get as much link juice and love as you used to get, it still is a very effective part of what you can do with your online marketing. So here's a few tips. First of all, make sure that your press release is newsworthy. It really has to be something that is not salesy or trying to advertise. So a big release or something that is going on in your business, an event, something new. The other thing you need to take into consideration is making sure that the actual news event or the actual newsworthy item is not only in the body of your press release but also in the title as well. It's also important to identify the source of this particular news. So whether it's, like for instance, if I was releasing one, I might say Fiona Lewis announces, new Ultimate Web Blueprint events to be held in Brisbane. So you have to say where the source is coming from, whether it's your business, your name, or whether or not you've read news from another source. Please make sure that you identify where that comes from. Now, I have actually placed in our forum, in the private members forum, more information on this, so please go and check out the thread. The link will be below the video, and check out and make sure that you're aware of what you can do, but also be very clear about the PR web guidelines. Okay, next thing I'd like to touch on is managing your team. Now, a lot of people within our Savvy Mastermind program are at the point where they've actually got outsourced members of staff already, or perhaps they're in the process of hiring and interviewing them. Now, when it comes to managing them, having regular team meetings is extremely important, and I suggest that you set a time each week that you meet with your team, whether your team is just you and your one VA, or whether it's you and a couple of people that are working offshore, and perhaps even if you've got people working in an office, bring them into that meeting as well. Now, apart from just scheduling a regular time, make sure you have a set agenda and send that to your team before the time. So that means that they can come to the meeting prepared, have any information that they need or any documents ready for you, so that it's not going to stop the flow of the meeting when you're talking about it. At the end of the team meeting, there are two very important things that I include. One, I actually ask them if there's any opportunities they can see within the business to improve things, or anything that they would like to get training on. Finally, what I do is actually set a battle plan for the next 7 days or the coming week, so that everybody knows exactly what it is they need to do. And these are actionable items. And I actually have those written down in my team meeting notes. Now, you can keep your agenda and your team meeting notes or your battle plan notes in something like a Google Docs, so that everyone in your team can access it and can collaborate on it together. Or if you've got your business system set up in something such as a Google site, then that's actually where I keep mine as well. Okay, so a lot of us are starting to also use video in our marketing. Now, there's a couple of things you can do to increase the conversions and the watch rate on your videos. Now, having big call outs on your video with text, which allow people to see what the video is about and to be clear on the message that you're giving, is a great way to get people to continue watching your videos. Now, actually getting people to press play is a big thing. So what I suggest you do is have a custom thumbnail. Now, if you're uploading to YouTube, you often get a choice of three different thumbnails, but when you become a YouTube partner, you can actually have the opportunity to upload a custom thumbnail. So what you can do then is take a screenshot of a nice part of your video and then overlay a big text call out in order to get people's attention. Now, I would pick the juiciest topic of your video to put as your text call out, something that you know is going to be of high interest to your target market. The other thing you can do is use a plugin if you've got a WordPress site called Lead Player, which actually adds an opt-in box to the end of your videos, which is hopefully going to help you to increase your leads and your database with people opting in. So have a look at Lead Player. It's a great plugin and it really does work as far as helping to increase your opt-ins through your video. Of course, we all know the importance of having a good, compelling headline. So this also applies to your videos. Make sure that you have a compelling headline because that's going to capture people's attention initially as well as your thumbnail. Now, the final thing I'd like to touch on is that we have the next round of Ultimate Web Blueprints events coming up in Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. They're going to be in February. The dates are listed on the ultimatewebblueprint.com website, but also they are there in the forum. Now, all Savvy Mastermind members have the opportunity to come along as my guest to these events, and also you can bring up to 3 guests with you complimentary. So if you are going to be in the capital cities of either Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane or somewhere nearby, please make sure you drop in to see me. We'll also be having our Savvy sessions the night before or the day after the Ultimate Web Blueprints events, which is an opportunity for you to come and hang out with me and some of my very important team, so we can just have a chat socially and also talk business. So hope you enjoyed today's video. Check out the links below this if you're a Savvy Mastermind member. There are going to be some links to some of the important threads within our forum. And we'll see you next week for the update.